planning to work on this what's in my hospital bag like for a while, and I was supposed to do this when I'm 34 weeks, and I'm just like, it's just so hard to sit down right now actually like do a blog, because some days I can't like really get up and then just get ready and then want to do something, it just, some days like I'm super energetic, but by the time like I'm like super energetic, and then I get caught up with like doing something else, and by the time I realize that like, hey, I need to get this done, it's like almost, the day is almost over. So finally I'm like 36 weeks, I'm packing this bag. Most of the people that I know, they're like, did you pack your bag yet? And I'm like, no, I haven't worked on that yet. So they're like, you need to get that done because you're like almost there. So my first and my second both were born around 38 weeks. So if this baby is going to be coming around 38 weeks, so technically speaking, I don't really have too much time. So I'm like, you know what, I really need to get this done, but at the same time I wanted to make sure when I get this bag done, I also do work on a blog. So a lot of you who are actually first time mom, you get a little bit of idea of what to take, or what do you want to take when you do pack your hospital bag. At the same time, while I do what's in my hospital bag, I wanted to go ahead and do my pregnancy update, 32 to 36 week, just because it's going to be short, and I just wanted to go ahead and get both of them done at the same time, because I don't know when the next time I would actually get a chance to like vlog again. So that's what I wanted to go ahead and do, and I really hope this vlog is going to be helpful for some of you. Definitely like everyone pack different things in their hospital bag, but being a third time, well, this is my third pregnancy. First time and second time, I know what to take with me and what my hospital already provides. So yeah, so let me go ahead and start with the pregnancy update. Then I'm going to go ahead and move on to the what's in my hospital bag. 32 weeks to 36 weeks, there hasn't been a lot of changes. I had a couple of doctor appointments. My last doctor appointment was when I was like 34 weeks, like 5 days, 6 days. So I was almost 35 weeks, and I had an ultrasound done. Baby is measuring fine so far, and everything is looking good so far. So that was the ultrasound that you get toward the end. So that probably is my last ultrasound. So baby was measuring fine. I think she was like a little over 5 pounds or something like that. By 36 weeks, baby would be like 6 pounds, I guess. So if I go with my what to expect app, it said 36 weeks, baby is as big as a bunch of kale, 18 to 19 inch, and about 6 pounds. But definitely every baby is different. So it could be like a little bigger than 6 pounds, little, like smaller than 6 pounds. My girl is probably around that, like around that weight wise, because she was a little over 5 pounds. My last ultrasound appetite is good so far. The only thing that I saw shift on is my energy level is so low starting 34 weeks. I didn't feel that with my first and my second. Like I was doing like great until the end, but this time I think I mentioned it before, it could be because of my husband's home, so I'm getting a lot more time to relax, and that's probably just getting my body to be in a more like relaxed mode. So yeah, and altogether, like up to now, I gained 14 pounds, and that's about what my weight gain is most of my pregnancy. My first one, when I gave birth, I gained about 15 pounds. My son, the same thing. I was actually looking at their like their doctor visit and like the day they are born. So it's like both of them, when I gave birth, my weight was about like 15 pounds extra than my normal weight. And this time I gained 14 pounds so far, and I'm guessing if I'm 36 weeks, by the time I give birth, it would be about 15 pounds. So I think I'm about 135 right now or something like that. So I don't like not of my pregnancy, I don't gain too much extra. So right after giving birth, it takes me just a couple of days to go back to my pre-pregnancy weight. Doctors are never worried because baby's growth, as long as baby's growth is fine, they're like never worried about me not gaining too much. So this is just normal for me. That was my 32 to 36 weeks pregnancy update. And the other thing is, as you can see, my wedding ring is still fitting me. So yeah, it usually does fit me like until until the end. For me, like, it never happens that it doesn't fit me, but most of the time I do wear my other ring. If you guys did see my other blog, that I do have two rings. This is my wedding ring, and the other one I wear most of the time. The one that I wear is the one that my husband gave me on our 5th year anniversary. That one is just a little bit lighter, so I prefer to wear that in a daily basis versus my wedding ring, but it is still fitting me. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my what's in my hospital bag, and let's go ahead and start on that. So this is the bag I'm planning to take. So the dress I'm wearing right now is a maxi dress. This is what I wear when I was coming home with my daughter, and because my third baby is also a girl, I decided to wear the same maxi dress, I mean, I recommend, if you're trying to choose a coming home outfit, I recommend something like kind of like a little like baggy, comfortable. So because definitely after giving birth, you wouldn't want anything too tight around your waist, or just for comfort. So I actually prefer like maxi dresses. And actually, I think I wore the same dress when my son was born, when I was like bringing him home. I wore the same maxi dress. I do have other maxi dress, but I think it's just a thing. I want to wear the same maxi dress, like, as a like coming home outfit. So this is like super comfortable. And for the baby, I think this is what I'm going to take for her. And then my cousin actually gave me a couple of stuff that I may use. So she gave me these as a swaddle. I thought the print was super cute. So it's like a swaddle blanket. And then it came with a matching hat and then a matching headband. So I thought these are like super cute. But I'm gonna take for the baby as a coming home outfit. The hospital usually gives you like swaddle blanket, but sometimes if I feel like, because when you're in the hospital, they keep it a little bit like cooler side. This is the swaddle, the one with the velcro, super easy to swaddle them with these. So this is the one I'm planning to take with me. I have a pink one that I used when Hera was born. I'm not taking that out, but I didn't want to buy any of the extra swaddle just because my kids don't really like to be swaddled at all after coming home. So whatever I need, just whenever we're in the hospital. So this is what I'm going to take with me. When you're in the hospital after giving birth, everybody prefers different thing. I didn't really like the underpants they gave me. They give you like some underpants with like long pads. I didn't like the pads or the underpads both times, because I feel like when I was moving, it was kind of like moving, and then I was leaking through it. It was just uncomfortable. So I actually took my own stuff. So I take these adult underwear. This is the brand I used last 2 times in the hospital. I absolutely love the way they fit, and then the way they don't like leak at all. So this is the one I used last 2 times. Always underwear. They're like super comfortable, and then they look pretty good too, So normally I always use pads, even when I'm on my period or something. Like, I love their pads. So I'm gonna take these like long maxi pads that with wings, so I can use them inside my underwear pants that I took from Always, or I can use them when after coming home 2 to 3 weeks later when I'm not bleeding as much. So I don't know about like everyone, but my daughter and my son, both time I actually got first degree tear. So I don't know about anyone else, but for me, I actually needed to use um the underwear, pants, and pad kind of like almost until like 3 weeks until I was completely healed. And the other things I wanted to show you is some things I'm not actually getting because the hospital provides me with those, is the peri bottle. My hospital actually already provide you with a peri bottle, so I'm not gonna buy it. And then this is also something, it is dermoplast, so it's like a postpartum spray that helps with pain, burning, and discomfort. So this is what I got from the hospital last 2 times. The other things is the tech pads also give me these pads, and then I can just bring home if I need any extra. So these are the peri bottle, dermoplast, and the tuck pads are the ones that I am not buying because my hospital actually already provide me with those. So these are the things you're going to be needing as a postpartum care. But if your hospital doesn't provide you with those, you can probably buy it yourself. Definitely you can ask the hospital if these are the good option for you. I'm going to take a pair of sandal. So if I'm like getting out of the bed, going to the bathroom, or even walking around the room, so I can use these sandals when I'm there. If my feet are feeling cold or something, I'll also take a pair of socks. And other thing is, so with my daughter, they had people coming to the room and giving you the option to be able to take newborn pictures. And I did actually take the newborn pictures for her. But with my son, because of the COVID, he was born 2022. Because of the COVID, the people or those people are not allowed to come in just because they're not really letting anybody else coming besides whoever go with you during birth. So I couldn't do newborn picture of my son in the hospital, but we got it done later. This time, I don't know, things are definitely different. So in case they do give me the opportunity to take newborn picture, I will do that. So for that, or even if they don't, actually provide us with the opportunity of taking newborn pictures. So when I'm coming home, I want to take some cute pictures with the baby and my daughter and my son if they're allowed to go in. So I actually take a small makeup bag. So if you want to just get ready, feel fresh, take some pictures, and all those things. So I take a small makeup bag. I don't take a lot of stuff, just the minimum. So yeah. What I realize that's convenient is buying all the travel size stuff. For example, like a small toothpaste that you can use it there. And then if you want to just toss it, you can toss it if you don't want to bring it home. I bought like a couple of packs of those one-time use brush. So I didn't want to take my brush to the hospital. So just use this one time. If I wanted to just toss it like in the trash can in the hospital, I could just go ahead and do it. Like a small mouthwash, floss. I took a small lotion. This is not usually what I use, but it just for that 2 days I'm in the hospital if I need to use lotion or something like that. And then I took a bar soap. I mean, I don't really use that, but this is what I took just for the hospital stay. So, and then of course my deodorant. Yeah. So you can I put them in the Ziploc bag. Like I said, if I wanted to toss, I wanted to just leave most of that stuff in the hospital and then just throw them in the trash can. So I can just throw them away. These are the things so far that I'm taking. I would also probably take some snacks with me in case between meals you just get hungry after giving birth. For me, I don't know about other people. For me, I don't really get hungry at all after giving birth. So it's some people, they just get super hungry after giving birth. For my births are usually really fast. I think my daughter and my son both came out after like 2 to 3 push. So I wouldn't say that I was pushing for a while to be too tired. So I think my daughter was out in about like 3 push. My son was out about like 1 or 2 push. So it's like they're like ready to come outside, So it's like, and I remember that, I couldn't eat for so long while, they're like just, they wouldn't let me eat until this baby was born. And then after my daughter was born, I still didn't feel like eating anything for a while. Same thing with my son. So I don't really get too hungry after giving birth, but in case, I want to snack on some things and I do get hungry, like you can take anything that you like that you usually like to snack on. So I usually just take like random stuff, some crackers, some like I don't know, Rice Krispies or whatever. So I didn't really decide yet what I'm gonna take for snacks this time. The other thing is, with my daughter, of course, my husband was there during my delivery. But with my son, I preferred my husband to be watching my daughter because my daughter wasn't really too comfortable with anybody. Like even though all my family members are around, like she was more comfortable with just staying with daddy than being with anyone else. So my husband stayed home with my daughter and my cousin went to the hospital with me. So this time, most likely I'm also taking my cousin, and I would prefer my husband just to, like take care of our son and our daughter. So yeah, so in case I'm hungry or something, my cousin can just go grab me food. Like, that's what like happened last time too. So when my son was born, anytime I was hungry or something, she was amazing. Like she was actually really, really amazing and helpful after, like I gave birth. Like she literally went and got whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, even in the middle of the night. And I remember I was like craving so much coffee, and sometimes the cafeteria, the hospital cafeteria would be already closed, and she would like go outside and get me whatever I wanted. So I'm not too worried about the snack part. I may take it, I may not. So anytime I'm hungry, my cousin probably would be there to, so I can probably just ask her to go ahead and grab me something if I'm like super hungry or something like that. So yeah, so this is it, guys. Hopefully this was helpful for you in some way. I really, really wanted to get this done. And when I packed my bag, I actually wanted to get this blog done because I know how helpful it was for me to look at what's in my hospital bag when I was a first-time mom, because I had no idea what you need to take, what you don't need to take, like what do you need for postpartum care and stuff. And watching some of these videos actually helped me a lot. So some of the product that I showed you here, if I can, I'm going to definitely try to add the link in this description box. So if you wanted to go ahead and get the same thing or something similar, it would help you in that way. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And all the people who already subscribed to my channel, I definitely appreciate that a lot for supporting me, even though I'm not really doing this for too long. I think it's like 5 months or something like that, but I definitely appreciate all your support. So thank you so much, guys. I'm going to be seeing you guys soon.